John chapter 9, and like Jesus was just walking past, and he spotted this dude who had been blind since he was born. So like the disciples were all chill and asked Jesus, "Yo, master, who messed up here? Was it this dude's fault or his parents' fault that he was born blind?" And he said to him like, "Dude, go and wash in the Pool of Siloam," which by the way means sent. So he did it, went and washed. And guess what? Jesus replied, "This dude and his parents didn't do anything wrong, but rather, this whole situation happened so that everyone can see God's amazing work in action. They took the dude who used to be blind to the Pharisees." He replied, "I put clay on my eyes, washed it off, and now I can see." Yo, they were all like, "Yo, blind dude, what'd you think about the homie who opened your eyes?" They were straight up skeptical until they brought in his parents to confirm it. Yo, they'd be like asking them, saying, he was like, I can't really tell if the guy's a sinner or not, but here's what I do know. I used to be blind and now I can see, so yeah." So like, we all understand that God doesn't listen to people who do bad stuff. But if you're all about worshiping God and actually doing what he wants, then for sure he's going to hear you. He replied and said, "Yo, who's this person, Lord?" Jesus was like, "Yo, I came into this world for judgment. The peeps who can't see will actually start seeing, and the ones who claim they can see will be blind AF. Like, tell me so I can start believing in him." Jesus was like, "Yo, if you were blind, you wouldn't be held accountable for your mistakes. Oh. But since you claim to see everything, your wrongdoing still stands." And Jesus was like, "Bro, you've actually seen him. He's the one who's chatting with you right now." They asked him again, like, "What did that guy do to you? How did he make you able to see? Is this your kid, the one y'all said was born blind? Do you also want to be his followers or what?" They straight up dissed him, saying, "You're just following him, but we're ride or die for Moses, fam. Like, we heard that God talked to Moses, but this guy, we have no idea where he's from. So how he suddenly got his vision back?" So their parents were like, "Yeah, we got you. That's our son." And he was like, "He's straight up a prophet, man. If this dude wasn't God's homie, he couldn't pull off anything." They were like, "You were basically just born a sinner, so who are you to teach us?" And yeah, they totally kicked him out. #excommunicated. So like some of the Pharisees were like, "Yo, this dude ain't from God, man, because he's not keeping the Sabbath, you know?" But then there were others who were like, "Wait, how can a sinful dude be out here performing miracles, huh? He's old enough to speak for himself, so go ahead and ask him." His parents said these things because they were afraid of the Jews. The Jews had already decided that anyone who said they were the Christ would be kicked out of the synagogue. So his parents were like, "He's old enough. You should just ask him." It was like a chill Sunday. And Jesus was just vibing, macking some clay, and then bam, he opened the dude's eyes. "Gotta grind and do the things the one who sent me assigned me to do while there's still daylight. The night is coming when no one can get stuff done. Yo, as long as I'm out here, I'm the ultimate source of light and positivity in this world, fam." After saying that, he like spat on the ground and like made clay with the spit. And then like put the clay on the blind man's eyes, you know? He totally regained his sight. Yo, the neighbors and the peeps who had seen him blind before were like, "Yo, isn't this the dude who used to sit and beg?" So like some people were all like, "Yo, that's totally him." Others were like, "Nah, he just kind of looks like him." But then he straight up said, "Yup, it's me." So they were like, "Yo, how did you get your eyes to see again?" So like this guy Jesus legit made some clay, put it on my eyes and was like, "Bro, go to the Pool of Siloam and wash up." So I did it and bam, I could see again. We were like, "Yo, where is he at?" And he was like, I have no clue, fam." So the Pharisees asked him again how he got his sight back. And well, that caused like a split among them, you know? But yo, the Jews didn't even believe when they heard that this dude used to be blind, but now he can see. He was totally born blind, no cap. But we have no idea how he can see now, or who made him see. They called the guy who was blind again and said to him, "Give credit where it's due to God. We know this man is a bad dude." He's like, "Guys, I already told you this, but you didn't listen. Why do you want to hear it again? Dude, this is mind-blowing. You guys don't even know where this guy comes from, and yet he's totally changed my perspective. Dio, have you ever heard of anyone popping someone's blind mode off since, like, forever?" Jesus found out they kicked him out, and when he tracked him down, he was like, "Yo, do you actually believe in the Son of God?" He was like, "Yo, I'm all in, Lord." And then he showed mad respect, like straight up worshipped him. Yo, some of the Pharisees who were chilling with him heard what he said and asked him, like, "Are we also blind?"